So I basically wanted to just jump on here and do like a preview video for Livingston versus Rangers. Also talk about some of the signings we made and tell you your thoughts on them. Before I speak about them though, I want to speak about Motherwell. And I feel that Alan Burrows and the Motherwell board were absolutely justified to remove Graham Alexander from his position. Last in 2022, they've only won 2 or 3 games in that whole, it's not a calendar year, but I mean, you play 19 league games in that time, play a few cup games. They've been embarrassed in Europe. I think that they absolutely made the right decision to remove him from his position because that was an embarrassing result. And the only thing that I can compare it to is, well, I mean, obviously, listen, Rangers and Celtic have both had their faux pas in Europe, but when Rangers lost against Progress and the Pedro Caixinha was just in the door, I said to my Celtic support mate, I said, listen, I said, there's an argument that he should go right now. And that's how I felt. I felt that we should have got rid of him there and then because that was just embarrassing. It was unacceptable. And it was the same with Motherwell's result. Embarrassing and unacceptable. So they were absolutely justified in getting rid of him. And I think they probably will stay up this season just because St Mirren and St Johnstone are rotten. Simple as that. Not because Motherwell are particularly any good themselves, but the two Saint clubs are not looking good. And I think Callum Davidson will be the next manager to go. That goodwill that he had for incredible achievement to win the 2 cups the season before last, that's expired now. So I could see him being the next one to go if St Johnstone don't back their ideas up. As far as Rangers goes, I think it's been a very encouraging pre-season. The signings have been very encouraging. Lawrence is looking a real quality player, a free agent from Derby County. He was a Derby captain, and from what I've seen in pre-season, he looks a real good find. Not seen too much of Tillman from Bayern Munich, obviously on loan with an exclusive option to buy, and if Rangers do buy him, then Bayern Munich have a buyback clause. So you obviously know that there's a player there and they rate him. And from the glimpses I've seen, and obviously, listen, you should never look at the YouTube videos for how good a player is, because they're only going to show the good bits, but really excited about him. Really excited about Rabbi Matondo. Unfortunately, he's not going to play today, otherwise he would have, had he not been injured, he would have been a lock to start today, there's no question about that. He's unbelievably quick, and he's looked so good in pre-season, got himself a couple of goals, a couple of assists, same as Lawrence. I like the look of Cholak. I think he's a good hard worker. I think he's something different. I thought he took his goal against Tottenham very well, and I think he's a player that will be key today in what is quite possibly the toughest opening fixture for Rangers, Livingston away. Although Rangers' record at Livingston away since we lost 1-0 ages ago, and I can't remember the boy's name, the striker, I think it was it Dolly Menga scored the winner that day? We've beaten them every time there, but it's never easy going there, and especially with that plastic pitch. And obviously Kilmarnock back as well now as well, so that plastic pitch is going to be even more. The Davies signing, I'm not really as big a fan of. I think we've overpaid for him, to be honest, paying 3 million. It's a player that hasn't played for Liverpool. He was signed there from Preston North End, had basically been playing reserve football. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. I hope he does. For me, I think I thought that was probably our poorest bit of business. John Suter on a free. I mean, he obviously knows the league. He's been very good player for Hearts. He's assured, so I think that's a good bit of business as well. Getting Connor Goldson to sign a new deal was absolutely crucial. Listen, people might not like him, and he might have his detractors, but the fact of the matter is, he is far and above being Rangers' best defender. The time he's been there, and that's just a fact. So it's great that he's staying, particularly when we missed out on Doki, which I don't know if we were actually ever really in for him in the first place, to be honest. Yilmaz looks a real good player as well. He's obviously not even touched down in Glasgow yet, but the fact we paid 4.5 million for him tells you that obviously there's a player there. I'm just trying to think, is there anyone I've missed out? Because it was 7 new signings, so there's Yilmaz, there's Matondo, there's Cholak, there's Suter. I kind of think I may be missing someone. I don't know though. No, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that is it. If I have missed out anyone, I apologise. So I'm going to give my lineup today for the Livingston game. Now, I'll kind of go through it quite quickly, so I don't want to make this video too long, but Personally, I would start McLaughlin today. I expect that McGregor will start. And I have spoken about Alan McGregor. I think he's quite arguably Rangers' greatest ever goalkeeper. I think he played a season too many last season. I know he was excellent in Europe, but in the league, I think there was games that he's cost us. Listen, it wasn't just him. There's results that we could have done a lot better in. And with the signings that we've got, I think we're going to have more goals up there, which is crucial. And obviously, there's very strong rumours. I don't know if they've been confirmed yet, but there are very strong rumours that Ryan Kent and Alfredo Morelos are signing new deals, which is great news for Rangers. Obviously, selling Joe Rebo, I think we could have got more for him than 6 million, but having the kind of sell on as well, and I think although he was absolutely brilliant in the first half of last season, and obviously he'll go down in folklore for scoring in the European final for Rangers. I don't think I don't think he's irreplaceable. And the money we got for Calvin Bassey, it works out at 19.7 million at the moment. I think it rises to 23 million through add-ons. And this is not euros, this is obviously sterling. That was an incredible bit of business to sell him, and obviously he's done very, very well last season. So all the best to him at Ajax. So yeah, I think it'll be McGregor in goals, Barisic at left back. It'll be Goldson and John Suter at centre back. I think he's going to go tried and trusted because Suter knows the league, and Livingston's a tricky game, so I don't think he's going to throw Davis in that game, even though we paid 3 million for him. Tavernier obviously at right back, Kamara and Jack in the middle, Lawrence in the sort of more advanced midfield position, if you like. Kent on the left, Cholak up front, and I think he'll be crucial today against Livingston. I think it's his kind of game. And I think it'll be Scott Wright on the right. Anything you disagree with or anything I've kind of missed out, then drop a comment, and hopefully we'll get 3 points today, because that's what we need. We need to start well, start with a win. So let's go.